Hello, it's Joelle, and I'm doing another video. What I wanted to talk about in this video is hobbies and activities. These are very, very important for you, especially at the beginning of your sobriety. Idle hands is the devil's playground, so you need to keep yourself busy. A lot of people, whenever they first get out of rehab or first get out of a mental health facility, they're not really used to having a schedule. They're not used to having a routine. So what I suggest for most people whenever they get out, like I did for myself, was I set my alarm every day for the same time to get up. Whenever I got up, I went to the bathroom and I did my daily things that you need to do, and then I started with cleaning the house and so on and so forth. Well, what I had to do though whenever I first got home from rehab was I went online and I found a simple charts on Microsoft Office, and I filled it in, has into, I set my alarm for what time to get up, and whenever I first got home, it seemed really simple to remember to do things, but I would have to really fill in everything, like wake up, go to the bathroom, wash my face, brush my teeth, change clothes, do laundry. I had to be really specific in what I was doing and what time I was doing. And the reason that I had to do that was because it helped me to build my routine. Whenever I had that piece of paper in front of me, it was really easy to see what I needed to do, when I needed to do it, and to check it off whenever it was done. Let's see, I've almost been out of rehab a year. It'll be a year in November. Now I'm to the point now to where the only thing that I really make charts for is paying bills. I have taken on a little bit of responsibility of paying a couple of my own bills. I am still on probation, so I have to send in a probation payment, and I still pay $5 a month to my drug rehab. So I send that in. So I have those written down on a calendar. And then the only other chart that I make is for my meals, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the reason I do that is because it's a lot simpler for me to sit down for a couple of minutes one day a week and go ahead and write out every meal, what we're gonna eat for breakfast, and what we're gonna do for lunch, what we're gonna do for dinner. And that also helps me because I'm really bad at concentrating and keeping on track with what I'm doing, especially when I go to a grocery store. Whenever I have my list in front of me, I know what I need, I get that, and I'm out. If I don't have a list, I wander all over Walmart and end up buying all kinds of junk, and money's tight right now, so it's not like I really have the monies to be doing that, especially with me not working right now. Anyways, activities and scheduling. Whenever you first get out of rehab, there's a lot of things that go along with being new in sobriety and being new in recovery. And one of the things that I've had to deal with was I had to learn about myself. I've been high for so long that, I have never really allowed the real me to surface. I've never really allowed myself to feel different emotions, and go through different phases. I didn't know what I liked really, what I didn't like. All I knew was that I like to get high. I love to be high. I like to get high. I love going to get drugs. The whole thing, the whole whatever you want to call it, and the whole process of all of it, I loved it. Anything past that, I didn't have a clue. Well, when I first got home from rehab, I realized that I was very good at scheduling things and writing down things and keeping up with them, as long as I had a reminder. The other thing that I was good at was I loved to write. So writing was really easy for me. And another thing was video journals. Video journals really worked for me because I could go back and see the progress that I've made from the first time that I started doing these videos, because they were all, oh, woe is me, and life is so horrible, to where now I'm actually at a pretty good place in life, and I'm doing really well. Okay, hobbies, activities, finding out what you like to do. Google is awesome tool. If there's something that you think you might be interested in, Google it, read up on it, see what you think about it. Me personally, I'm into painting. I paint, I do ceramics, I do scrapbooks. I also paint like little wood stuff, like my home decor is country. If you see the little things on the walls, I actually made those and painted those. It's little flowers and little butterflies. So there's all kinds of little things that I like to do. I have a bunch of little different hobbies, and it's really important for me to do that during my day. One of the things that I scheduled into my day was information. That's all I wrote was information. It didn't matter what form of information it was, just as long as it was information, whether it was on the computer or something I was watching on TV or a DVD I got from the library or a book that I was reading. But I wanted to get as much information as I possibly could, so I put that on my schedule whenever I first got home. And the other thing was an activity. I needed to do something every day that got my mind off of everything else, something that I could just concentrate on. Painting. I'm not that good at it, but I'll show you a couple of the ones I've done recently. Simple, okay? Dragonfly, butterfly, and whenever I was painting these, I just looked online. This one I did freehand. That's just like a little lake or something. This was a moon. We had a really orange moon a couple of nights ago, so I painted that one, and this is my Van Gogh. And then there's my orchids. It's simple, it's cheap, it's easy to do. That's another thing that I was looking for. I was looking for things that were cheap and easy for me to do. I didn't realize that I've never really tried to paint before, so that was a totally different experience for me. And the first one that I did was these orchids, and I have an orchid plant that my fiance got for me, and it was sitting here at the desk, and I just started painting, and this is my first painting ever. And I think that's pretty good. I mean, the background's a little abstract, whatever, but I think that's a pretty good painting of, orchids. But that's the thing. You need to look for something that you're interested in and try out a couple of different things until you find out what you're interested in, because that's part of recovery, especially whenever you're first starting out in recovery, is learning who you are and what you like to do and, and what makes you happy. Another thing that I would suggest doing is collages. Collages can really help you learn a little bit about yourself. You have plenty of magazines laying around, newspapers everywhere. You just need a bottle of glue and a piece of paper, and there you go. You already started a hobby. Well, that's all I'm going to say about scheduling and activities. They're very important. Idle hands are the devil's playground, and idle hands that belong to addicts are definitely deadly. So be careful with that. Check into some things, see what you're interested in, and good luck with that. Thanks.